Alright, everybody, today we are going to be breaking down Saturn. I did this on stream, but I'll do another video. So, I went over his traits quite a bit. And, yeah, this guy seems pretty broken. So, just before reading his traits, every single gauge he has is a life. So, if he has 5 gauges, he has 5 lives. If he has 2 gauges, he has 2 lives. And he can get gauges by simply grabbing a flag or filling up a gauge to 150%. He starts with 2 gauges when he spawns. Technically, basically 3. If you decide you're gonna spawn in a Saturn and grab the first flag, because he is defender, of course. Boom, that's 3 lives. Instantly. Instant 3 lives. It's crazy. But yeah, we're gonna go over him. He also, another thing before I go, he also has the Shiryu kind of trait, the insta KO Shanks trait. If they have a recovery block on them, they just instantly KO. And yeah, I'm ready to boost for him. He's gonna be boost for it instantly tomorrow. Once I'm done summoning, he's getting boost for it. I'm not even jumping in the game. Even if Saturn is the most trash character ever made somehow, of course he's probably not gonna be, he's still getting boost for it. I do not care. So, Skill 1, Pipe Down You Insect. Cooldown 27 seconds at skill level 5. Creates a marker that only you can see at close range. So, literally Lucci type skill. I've been saying this for months. Saturn's gonna have a Lucci type skill. Literally months. And here he is with one. The marker can be, creates a marker that only you can see. Oh, wait, I already read that. The marker can be moved while the skill button is held down. Reduce chances of being pushed away when attacked by an enemy when the skill is active. So that means if you use it and someone's standing next to you and they attack you, you probably won't be knocked down. You will be moved to the marker's location and the marker will disappear after a certain period of time or when the skill button is released. Also deals a mid-range area attack. So once he gets up from the ground, instead of, like Lucci's Tempest Kick, instead will be like he smacks his cane on the ground, I believe. And then will knock back enemies. Deals increased damage to attackers. So, Garp. Chopper. Chopper. Yeah, this is literally what I've been saying. Chopper's only OP because Saturn's literally coming out. Chopper's only OP because they plan to release Saturn 2 weeks after he came out. That's what I've been saying. And it seems that is the case. Chopper, Garp, Kizaru, all attackers. Deals increased damage to attackers. Damage dealt will disregard damage reduction, become temporary invincible after use, and acquires attack debuff at level 5. Stupid Insect skill 2, cooldown 28 seconds at skill level 5. This is a teleporting skill. So unfortunately, I mean, if he had a S-Snake teleporting skill, he would be, like, he's already beyond broken. Give him that. Yeah, he is done for. But yeah, he has a teleporting skill. So this is more like Momonosuke. I know a lot of you probably haven't played Momonosuke. But basically how it works is it moves to your team's closest treasure area that is being captured by enemy. So that should mean, I don't think they showed it in the trailer, but that should mean even if Luffy's not capping in the treasure, he's out the treasure grabbing it, he will still teleport to the treasure. And this attack also ignores obstacles. So, say Luffy's trying to use that Thriller bark behind the wall trick. Yeah, nope, he's gonna stab him right through the wall. Increases own attack, a long-range area attack with knockback effect. When your team treasure area is not being captured, increase own's attack. A long-range area attack with a knockback effect. Damage dealt with disregard damage reduction. Attack ignores obstacles and nullify stagger for a set period of time. So yeah, pretty good, to say the least. And that's only his skills. Character trait, power gauge. Like I said, I vaguely went over power gauge. Every power gauge is 1 life for him. Of course, there are characters who can get around that. Like, I believe Lucci, people were saying, is a counter. Lucci, is it down here? No, it was somewhere else. I'm not sure where it was. Lucci's semi-counter, Kelgara, Shiryu. But let's be fair, if you bring any of those characters in League Battle, Akizu is gonna make him his food. Like, unfortunately, yeah, Kizu's gonna chase you to the ends of the earth because you're easy prey. So, yeah, I don't expect that happening, because, for example, when Green Bull came out, Kelgara absolutely obliterated Green Bull, but guess what? People weren't running Kelgara, because Garp and Kizu will just one-shot him before he even gets close to Green Bull. You know, basically like that. Like, you have to get lucky and get close to him. The trait KO possible will appear on an enemy who is capturing treasure with lowered max HP. So, oh yeah, I think it's actually, yeah, if they just have under max HP, literally you one-shot them. Shiryu type trait, insta KO, doesn't matter if you have the 1 HP trait, doesn't matter if you have multiple lives, instantly dead. Instant. Just straight up. When using skill 2 to attack an enemy who is capturing treasure with a lowered max HP, nullifies an enemy's trait and KOs them instead. Yeah. So, yeah, KOs them. Exclusively invincible. Or excludes invincible, obviously. When power gauge is at 1 or higher, recover 100% of your HP when enough damage is taken. Now, in the trailer, when they were doing it, they were in fixed level 80 rooms. Now, I want people to imagine this. In that room, he had 9,000 HP. No medals, no defense, no trait, no nothing. Just 9,000 HP. Now, I want people to understand, when he's max / boost 4, he's going to have 30,000 HP. And every single time you KO him, he's going to get 30,000 HP. If you have all 5 gauges and someone not to negate it, he's literally going to have 100k plus HP. Like, that's insane. And guess what? He's probably going to kill you before you get rid of all his lives. And all he has to simply do to get another life, grab a flag or fill up a treasure. Like, it's that, yeah. I mean, I don't even know how to explain how broken this guy is. Did I read this? Notifies enemies straight. Yeah, I read that. When power gauge is at 1 or higher, recover 100%. Oh, I read that. Never mind. Notify status effect inflicted by enemy, so he can't be inflicted. Literally can't be inflicted. He can't be frozen. He can't be stoned. All he'll do is get knocked back. Unless if he's on the flag, which he has. Yeah, you'll see in a sec. When the trait recover HP when enough damage is taken from an enemy to KO activates, use one of the power gauges. Reduce the cooldown time of skill 1 by 50%. So I believe that's saying every time he dies, he gets skill 1 50% back. Defender traits, when you... Oh yeah, by the way, he's Defender Runner, too. I don't think I mentioned that at the beginning, but yeah, he's Defender Runner. When you start capturing the enemy's treasure, class change to Runner. Recovers the treasure gauge 50% past its maximum amount, can ignore the enemy and refill the treasure gauge. When the treasure gauge is recovered by 150%, you get 1 gauge. Increase speed by 20% for 20 seconds. Runner trait, when capturing the treasure, class changes to Defender. Or when you capture a treasure, boosts power gauge by 1. While you are capturing the treasure, resist stagger, being downed, and knock back. Increase capture speed by 50%. When using skill 2, classes change to Defender. Haha, pretty broken, yeah. When attacking an enemy, 100% chance to increase defense by 5%, increases up to 50%, but resets once KO'd. Reduce enemies' max HP by 30% of damage dealt. When in the area, resist stagger and knockback. When dealing damage on the 3rd hit of a normal hit, knockbacks enemy. When an enemy begins capturing one of your team's treasure, recover 20% HP. So basically what this means is, if Luffy just grabs that flag for a millisecond, 20% HP back. But guess what? That's not all. He also gets 30% skill 2 cooldown. So say 2 Luffys are going to capture flags at the same time, and they both get on it at the same time, you're going to get 40% HP back, and you're going to get your cooldown, skill 2 cooldown by 60%. Absolutely insane. Increase treasure gauge recovery amount by 50%. Reduce the enemy's skill damage received by 50%. So yeah, skills are not going to be doing too much to this guy, it seems. 50% damage reduction on skills. When attacked by an enemy who has obtained a defensive shield, so GARP, increased defense by 50% for 3 seconds, cannot stack. Remove the enemy's attack. Includes after the defensive shield is destroyed. So basically, this is to make it so he's not GARP food. So he's going to get defense 50% every time, GARP attacks him. And he's going to remove GARP's attack increase every time. So you're going to be base GARP. You're not going to be stacked up or anything. When spawning, boost power gauge by 2. So like I said, literally the second you spawn in, you have 2 lives. 3 lives if you grab the first flag. And then, the treasure gauge thingy. Now, this I wanted to show also. So this is a little video of, them trying to show you how to use him good. Very cool animation, him summoning himself. So the big part I want to show is when Kuzan comes out. So, right here, I believe. Is it right here? Yeah, he's going to instantly KO this Luffy, right? Yep. And then he's going to grab the flag, right? Kuzan's going to spawn in. Oh, never mind, it's not yet. Yeah, you saw Luffy grab the flag and he got his skill back, plus he got 20% damage. Right here. This is the craziest part for me. So, obviously, when you grab a flag, he switches to runner. And look at this. Once he's on the flag, he cannot be killed. He only can be killed. If he is not killed, he's grabbing that flag. The only people who can pull him off the flag are Blackbeard, Treble, and Leo. Those are the only people who can pull him off the flag. So, yeah, he cannot be inflicted by stat effects, so S-Snake is not stopping him. Kuzan's not stopping him unless if they can kill him. As you saw right here, that did a lot of damage to Saturn. But obviously, this is still with no support, no medals, and only level 80. Stupid insects. Yep, this is his skill. Teleports to the treasure that they are capping, the closest one they are capping. And you saw the KO effect, the instantly KO. Boom, insta-dead. He's literally attacker, runner, defender. Like, he's not technically attacker, but he is attacker, runner, defender. And then, I believe that's pretty much all I wanted to see from this video. Let me just look what else he shows. Yeah, I don't think he shows. He just shows, yeah, that. And then, yeah, oh yeah, they're going to show the gauges. I guess I should show this in action too, right? Luffy killed him. Boom, his gauge disappeared. But boom, yeah, look at 5,000 HP. And Luffy's still going to one-shot him with a normal, even though he was at like 1,000. Absolutely peak EX. Now, people will probably call him brain dead, which is fair. But, people can't tell me it's me boost swaring him. I only boost swared him because he's brain dead, because I planned to boost swore him months ago. Like I said, even if somehow he is the most trash character in the game, I'm still boost swaring him. Alright, and then, we'll just go over this. We get 125 gems per login, so this is the 16th through the 11th. So, like, about 30 days. We'll get 125 RDS. We get this 1 scout per day. Of course, we still have the GARP scout, too. So, we get this plus the GARP scout per day. You get 1 4-star. We get 5 RDS from Bandai login tomorrow, it seems. We get 50 RDS from the web store, which will start tomorrow when Saturn drops. Saturn drops also, so if you want to know when Saturn drops, just go into the game and look when League Battle ends. When League Battle ends, that's when he's dropping exactly. Here's the ticket, the web store ticket. You get 10 of his frags. You get 5 tickets, it seems, and then, yeah, so 10 frags and 5 tickets. Egghead, if you have the web store, go enter Egghead. It's only 5 gems, but 5 gems is 5 gems. And we'll get 50 gems per day for the next 4 days once Saturn drops. And yeah, peak
12.
EX. Okay, why does it always do that? It's just so loud. Yeah, absolutely peak EX. Like I said, I was so hyped. I mean, once you saw that, we knew it was Saturn. But yeah, other than the other elders, Saturn is pretty much the last main egghead character. We're just missing Nushiro and maybe the other elders. I actually don't know what they're gonna add the other elders, so, because they don't have hybrid forms like Saturn and Nushiro. But yeah, insane trailer. The only thing I'm disappointed in is that he can't go into his full beast form. I was really hoping he could transform into his full beast form, at least with a skill, like a Blue Kaido skill, where he's only in it for like a second. You know, best case scenario, he would be like Gear 5, and he transforms into his full beast form. But, you know, I can't complain. Saturn is everything I wanted. I literally wanted him to be Dark Element, Defender into Runner, and that's exactly what he is. Dark Element, Runner into Defender. So I cannot complain. Oh yeah, here's the guy who pointed out the Lucci skill. Nullifies a trait, recover HP when enough damage is taken from an enemy to KO. Now, you can try this. Lucci will counter Saturn, but like I said, good luck trying to get to Saturn without a Kizu wanting you. You know Kizu players. They see an easy target and they go for it. So yeah, good luck even getting to Saturn with Lucci. Lucci actually might be able to with his sneaking skills, but yeah, you still gotta worry about Kizu jumping on you. But yeah, Saturn drops in, I believe it was like 16 hours. Insane traits, insane things. Now, people were wondering, does he count for the anniversary? No, he does not. Anniversary won't start until end of December / early January. This is, I would just call this a surprise EX. Because that's what it is. He's not tied to no big celebration or anything like that. Yeah, I can't wait till Nushiro comes out. Of course, Saturn, I do love him, but Nushiro is my favorite One Piece character of all time. So yeah, Nushiro, I'm gonna boost for him. I'm not sure if I can boost for him day one. If he comes out like end of January, maybe. But if he comes out like end of December, I don't think I'll have enough frags by then. Because after I boost for Saturn, say I'll boost for him from level 60, that's 3,050 frags, and I'll have 1,200 left, which 1,200, of course, is still a lot. That's a max character still. But I'll need another 3,050 to boost for Nushiro. Which, you know, I still got a few months. I mean, from Gear 5's release to now, I've gotten over 1,000 frags, and that's, what, a month and a half ago? Something like that, so. Key character, I cannot wait. Like I said, I already have my live stream set up. I'm going to instantly boost for him after I'm done summoning. Not even jumping in the game. He's getting boost sword before I even attempt to try him. Like I said, even if somehow he seems really cool and is good, but somehow turns out to be trash, that won't change. I'll still boost for him. So yeah, look forward to boost for Saturn.